Welcome to the Yoga Mother. Start in child's pose, taking deep breaths into the back of your ribs, stretching your hands forward. Gently coming up, dipping your belly, raising your head in cow, and then tucking your tailbone, arching your back, your head follows last. Inhale, dip your belly, your head rises. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, push away from the floor, your head dips. One more round. Now tuck your toes and push back into a downward facing dog, bending your knees on an inhale, and exhale, straighten your legs. Bend your knees, exhale, straighten. Nice and slowly in the morning. Inhale over to high plank, shoulders over wrists. Lift your knee to elbow, knee to nose, and knee to other elbow, and send your foot back. Other side now. And push back into downward facing dog. Now come to plank, turn your heels to the side and come into a side plank. So we don't need to stack our feet here, just nice and gentle in the morning. Come back to a plank, lower down, chaturanga, nice and slowly, all the way to the floor. Release your feet and inhale to cobra. Release back down, rest your head and wiggle your hips just to release your lower back. Take your hands back to cobra but hover them above the ground as you lift your chest off the floor again on an inhale. And lower down, wiggle your hips. Same again, this time on your inhale, let's lift our feet off the mat as well. Hold where you are, and on each inhale, try and lift yourself higher before releasing and wiggling your hips. That stage is really important, just to release your lower back. Come into Sphinx pose, or baby back bend. And one at a time, lift a leg and gently pulse it slowly. Working on some back core here. And wiggle your hips. Place your hands below your shoulders, push yourself back into downward facing dog, knees bent. Lift one leg off the ground, bring it forward, drop your other knee to the mat and untuck your toes, coming to a low lunge. Your knee is above your ankle. Take your hands down and begin to move backwards, lifting your front toes off the mat, keeping your hip above your knee on your back leg in a half split. Tuck your toes back to downward facing dog, sending your hips high, stretching your back. Other leg goes up. Bring your leg forward, drop your back knee and foot. Low lunge on the other side, arms up. Take your hands to the mat and begin to sink backwards, raising your front toes off the mat in a half split. You can see I'm quite stiff in the morning. Back to plank, and now let's lower to forearm plank. Start slow movements from side to side, just working the sides of our core really slowly and deliberately. Experiment with three-legged plank, and then begin to tiptoe your toes forward to dolphin. Finally dropping your knees, coming back to child's pose to rest. And there you go, 5 minutes core work in the morning.